Okay, go ahead.
Call to order. Today we have, who is saying, me?
Yes.
Okay, today we have November 10, 2020 is 5 o'clock, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Roll call.
Chairperson Malfatti is absent. Vice Chairperson Abarca,
Here.
Commissioner Monzon.
Here.
Okay, thank you.
Agenda review. Who's did everybody review the agenda?
Yes, I don't believe we've received any changes to the agenda.
No
Yeah.
changes. Okay.
If there are no changes proposed, let's move on to oral communications.
Oral communications, yeah.
We have not received any oral communications from the public.
Okay, we are moving to approval of the meeting minutes of the regular meeting on September 8th, 2020.
I did review it and I will make a motion to approve it.
Okay, Hermes is making motions. I can second. People. Okay, items from staff. Parking meter revenue updates. Please, Christopher.
Sure thing. Let me actually switch screens. Thank you for your time today. Just very briefly, this is one of the using our resources from Public Works. So if I don't think Marissa is on, but thank you for her and Jen for getting us this data. Let me actually zoom in to kind of look at the trend line that we had for parking meter revenue starting from the beginning of this year. It shows that at least in January, February, we were actually, let me point your attention to the revenue side, just here.
Yeah, total revenue.
Yeah. So with starting from January, we had about 72,000 and 85,000 in total parking meter revenue in the downtown, or actually anywhere that we are having those meters in the city. Then obviously the pandemic hit. So this is something that we were still collecting data, and it was something that we wanted to make sure that the Parking Place Commission was aware of, at least on a monthly basis. I mean, not on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, just to kind of give us an idea of what parking meter revenue was and how it has been impacted by the pandemic itself. So if we look at March and April, March, there was a significant drop to about 53,000 total. And then April was basically where at its worst, we had very, because of shelter in place, we had very little parking meter revenue at 14,000. That trend slightly went up to May 2020. And at around this time, we also we're supposed to not be collecting meter revenues at this point, but we do still have revenue to report. And then things are trending that it has gotten better since then, from May, at least from June, averaging over 20,000, and then jumping up until when we started activating the parking meters, which I believe was around June or July. And kind of continuing that rising trend line all the way through October at 43,000.
This including garage?
Could you repeat that, sir?
Is this including the Miller Garage revenue?
I believe so, yes.
This is not looking bad if we will think about it, that a lot of parking spaces are now taking through the restaurants when they have this restaurant parking spaces, that they take it over.
Yes, yeah. And that is actually a reason why we wanted to make sure that the commission here sees these figures, is that what we're seeing is that there is a trend line in spite of the pandemic, in spite of the despite the occupation of several parking meters for our outdoor dining program. So what we are seeing is that there is plenty of parking and people are using them. And it is one thing that we can point to, that it's not that this trend line going up is something that is helping our business community with these outdoor dining, and at the same time, like, we're not seeing that decrease in parking meter revenue. So it all is pointing towards good things for the city. And with that, I'll take any other questions or comments on these numbers.
Can you pinpoint where the constructions workers that they're using lot 18 and 13, where can we see do we have at least a number, how many they're buying? Do they buy by blocks, or we don't know who, if they are construction workers?
I don't think that the data that Public Works has collected includes specific information like that, Commissioner Monzon. It's just that it's whatever available space is there. That's the revenue we're collecting. We're not. I don't believe we have information on specific meter usage and who is using them. So, but we'll run it by Public Works to see if we have any more specific information for the parking lots.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question. What's
Yes.
around the Christmas at Thanksgiving? Do we will have like a free parking time or around Christmas, or we are going? No, because I thought that in the past, like they have it around holidays, free meters. Are we doing it this year the same?
That's a good question. I don't. I apologize. I wasn't here last Christmas, so I don't believe it's something that we have put forth as a program that we would continue this year. I haven't. Certainly, planning staff hasn't heard of that coming back this year, but we can take a look and see.
Yeah, that's correct. I was going to say that I was there in the last 2 years, and one of the then was also on everything South City. They asked for extra day. I forgot the date. I think it was something about American Express courtesy or something to promote more businesses, more visitors to the businesses in downtown. But that was in addition to the, I think, around the holidays.
Sure. No, I will. We'll see what we can do about bringing that back. If that is an action that can just be administratively done, given that we've done it before, or it may have to be something that our parking place commission might have to approve on a special meeting at the beginning of possibly like the week before our meeting in December. So just so we can get that up and running. So just kind of like looking from the staff's perspective on when we can roll out that program. So I don't believe we will be able to do it by Thanksgiving for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more in December.
I thought it was December too. That was around the Christmas, like a 1 week around the Christmas, maybe.
Okay.
A week around the Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah. We will look into that and what we did last year, and then likely you'll see that for our next meeting in December, if not earlier. So. Okay.
Items from the commission.
Yeah, I would like to do a follow-up. Since we are meeting after, couple of months, any words from the public work on the update on lot 13 to improve it, the condition that it is?
I believe the last update from Public Works on Lot 13 was that it's not at the priority of their queue for improvements. And that is basically due to, the pandemic, that it's the same update that, there are a lot of other projects that are being prioritized, and there are certain revenue and budgeting shortfalls that have kind of deprioritized, like, repaving of an existing parking lot. So that, but we'll reach out to Public Works and have them provide at least a letter or a memo to the Parking Place Commission on that status of when they might be able to resume that work. But right now, it's not something that they're prioritizing.
Yeah, for the records, we've been talking that for a year at least before you came to the commission.
Okay.
So, it'd be nice because it's pretty vague. If they say it's no priority, it gotta be at least 3 months, 6 months. Just a tentative date will be better. We're trying to, if possible.
Okay, staff will look into it. Thank you.
Okay, any other items? I'm fine. Okay, can I adjourn the meeting?
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry?
What is Salish?
Oh, Salish has actually moved on from the city of South San Francisco. He has not accepted a position as planning manager for the city of San Mateo. That is effective as of last week. So he has left the city. We wish him the best of luck, and he was instrumental in helping the planning department, planning division achieve so many great projects in his time here. So, but yeah, he has left the building.
Okay. Do we know who will be placed on his place, or who will go?
So right now, the acting planning manager is our current staff is Tony Razi. He's excellent planner by all means, and he will be shepherding all of the projects, the Genentech master plan, working with Billy Gross on the general plan update and a lot of other city projects. And yeah, so that's who's staffing that position for now.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other items? Can I adjourn now? Okay, I will adjourn the meeting in the 5:16. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll see you in the next meeting.
I'll reach out to the other commissioners to let them know we're ready.
So we just log in right now, or we wait until 5:30?
No, let's just log in right now. It's never a set time. So let me start that meeting, and then you guys will be able to log in.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
right, thank you.
Thank you.